Alright, welcome back, Nick Lenz's novel reviews. This is episode number 9, Doubleshot number 4. Okay, first up, it's the first canon book of the new Star Wars canon, Star Wars: A New Dawn. Now, the interesting about this book is a prelude, is a prequel to the Star Wars Rebels series, with the exception of the character Ezra. Pretty much, this is how the team got together, how they got their ship. It's written by John Jackson Miller, who's written some other Star Wars books. I'm glad, in fact, they actually had him write this book. And this book takes place over the course of 3 days. I will spoil this. Keenan does not use his lightsaber at all. The only thing he uses to acknowledge the fact he's a Jedi is that he uses the Force. It's a really exciting book to read, and I do recommend this, especially people who love Star Wars Rebels and they want to get to know like a little more backstory on the characters. This kind of helps, along with the Keenan ongoing series, which just wrapped up. So I do highly recommend this. It's a good book, definitely. I mean, there's one character who does appear in here. I'm not going to spoil who it is, because the character just returned for the final issue of Keenan. Which, that book is kind of in a way of a issue that takes place kind of like around like the beginning of beginning of season 1. But yeah, but this book, really good. Nice way to start with new canon. Now here's the book I have always wanted to talk about in these novel reviews. Star Wars Tarkin, written by James Luceno, the same guy who wrote Dark Plagueis. That book is kind of canon because he brings back a droid. They do give his actual first name in here, if I can find it in here. Tarkin's first name. And this book takes place 5 years before, 5 years after Revenge of the Sith. Let's see if I can find it in here. His first ship he has in here is called the Charon Spike. Let's see. I know it's in here because I just brought it up in here. Like what was his first name? I think his first name is Sheev, I think his name is. Well, this book is simply a book that I had always wanted to see in the Star Wars novels, but they never got this. A book heavily focused on the character Tarkin, and simply the first time that he and Vader worked together, despite the fact Vader's worked with Tarkin before during the Clone Wars. This book tells of how he became Grand Moff, how he was able to be put in charge of the Death Star project, which later became the actual Death Star, put in charge of the construction of it. This book is just really, really good. I don't want to spoil too much of this book, but because this book is so awesome. And it's a high recommendation. For a lot of people, this is their favorite Star Wars new canon novel. Yeah. And do you know how long this novel is? This novel is actually short of New Dawn. This one's only 274 pages. And look at New Dawn. New Dawn is bigger and a lot more stuff. I mean, just much stuff happened in this book to that one. This book has 383 pages, almost a 400-page book. While this book is close to 300 pages. Now I kept thinking though, maybe they could have squeezed in a little bit what happened here. And one of the most interesting things about this book is Palpatine himself's in the book, but he's kind of like a minor character in here. He basically Vader asked him, where does the name Charon Spike come from? According to Tarkin, the ship is named after a geological formation on its own planet, which is not really that big of a thing. He basically tells him how you have to climb a mountain, stuff like that. Vader is very interested in this. It's a very well written scene here. Basically, the whole plot of this book is simply that a group of rebel, kind of like pirates in a way, where they steal Tarkin's ship. Apparently, they lured him to this world, which kind of was affected by the Clone Wars. So yeah, you got a reference to that. And apparently, the leader of these pirates, actually is connected to Tarkin, because apparently they're old rivals. And this is before the rebellion was even formed. Basically, like a fully formed rebellion. Like right at this point, there's still rebellion cells, But this group is more like a group of terrorists than an actual cell. But otherwise, though, still a good book. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10. Awesome book. Alright, stay tuned when I get a chance to do an episode 10 for this for this series. But that's it for this. So until then, see you there. Bye.